We have to make the king hate her so that the wedding will not happen.
3 days later, the royal convoy departed from Umagu. For the first time in her life, Ada left the village that had been both her home and her prison. As the royal carriage rode away, she looked through the window one last time. She saw the small mud house where she had buried her dreams. She saw the lonely path that led to the forest stream. She saw the marketplace where she had been insulted countless times. Those painful memories slowly disappeared behind a cloud of dust as the carriage moved towards the kingdom. Beside her sat Chinedu. He gently held her hand. "Are you afraid?" he asked. Ada nodded a little. He smiled. "You won't have to face anything alone anymore." After 2 days of traveling, the towering wall of the royal palace came into view. Ada stared in amazement. The palace was unlike anything she had ever imagined. Its golden gates stretched high into the sky. Royal guards stood proudly at every entrance. Beautiful gardens surrounded the magnificent buildings. White fountains sparkled beneath the afternoon sun. As the carriage entered the palace, servants lined both sides of the pathway. They bowed respectfully to Chinedu. "Welcome home, Your Royal Highness." Chinedu smiled before turning towards Ada. "This is your home now." But not everyone was happy to see her. From the balcony of the palace stood Lord Nnamdi, the king's chief advisor. He watched Ada carefully. His eyes narrowed. "So this is the village girl who had stolen the prince's heart," he muttered. Standing beside him was Lady Amara, a wealthy noble woman whose daughter, Princess Ifeoma, had hoped to marry the prince someday. Lady Amara folded her arms. "This cannot happen. A poor orphan becoming queen. It would disgrace every noble family in this kingdom." Lord Nnamdi nodded slowly. "The king has already accepted her, but acceptance can change if people begin to doubt her." A wicked smile appeared on both their faces. That evening, the palace hosted a grand banquet to celebrate the prince's return. The hall glittered with golden chandeliers. Musicians filled the room with beautiful melodies. Nobles from every corner of the kingdom gathered to welcome the lost prince. As Chinedu entered the hall with Ada by his side, everyone stood. Some smiled warmly, others whispered behind their fans, "Is that really the woman he wants to marry? She doesn't look like royalty. I heard she is the one villagers called a witch." How embarrassing. Ada heard every word. She lowered her head, pretending not to notice. The king, however, noticed everything. He rose from his throne. "Ladies and gentlemen," he announced, "I present to you the woman who stood beside my son before any of us even knew who he truly was. When he was poor, she loved him. When everyone rejected her, he stood beside her. Such love cannot be bought with wealth. It is more precious than any treasure in this kingdom." The hall fell silent. Many nobles looked away in shame. But Lord Nnamdi remained calm. He had already begun planning something far more dangerous. Later that night, hidden inside a private chamber, he met secretly with Lady Amara. "We must stop this wedding," Lady Amara whispered. "My daughter was raised to become queen. I will not allow a peasant to take the place." Lord Nnamdi slowly poured wine into the cup. "There is a way." "What way?" "We don't have to fight Amara. We don't have to fight Ada. We simply have to make the kingdom believe she is unworthy. And once the king begins to doubt her, the wedding will never happen." Lady Amara smiled. "And how do we do that?" Lord Nnamdi leaned closer. "By creating a crime and making sure everyone believes Ada committed it." Outside the chamber, hidden behind a stone pillar, a young palace maid had overheard every word. Her eyes widened in fear. She knew she had just uncovered a dangerous conspiracy. But if the conspirators discovered she had been listening, her life would be in grave danger. What do you think will happen next? Subscribe for the next part.